Good morning, everybody, and welcome again to the House of Health 365. This is Dr. Pat Jerry, and today we're going to go over an ionic detox system. There's a lot of ionic detox systems out on the market, and the way ionic detox works is you have a water solution of just plain old tap water, and you introduce some saline into it, some salt, and this helps the detox process begin. What you do is you introduce a low-level electric current into that water, and what happens is you are breaking up the H2O molecule into the respective hydrogen and oxygen molecules, so that you then have a solution of negative ions that enter into the pores of your feet, and they circulate through your body, helping to neutralize acids and toxins in your body. Now it's important to remember that it's not magically just going to make any toxins you've got disappear. While this system is very effective at removing solvents and toxins and pesticides and pharmaceuticals and all the junk over the years and the decades that has glued itself into your tissues, that's adhered and embedded itself, this doesn't magically pull it out, but it does loosen it so that your body's normal excretory systems can help push it out. Usually you're talking about the normal process of sweating, urination, defecation, menses, all these different ways your body has of removing junk inside you that shouldn't be there, and this is just another avenue to help those systems work more efficiently. So the ionic detox works again by taking just an ordinary container like this. I got this gallon, I don't know how many gallons this is, but it's just an ordinary plastic container at the store for a couple of bucks. You get a plastic garbage bag and you line it, because otherwise this plastic will get gross after the first couple of uses. So this way you keep the container reusable. You put the plastic liner in there, and then what you do is you just add a little bit of salt. I like to use Himalayan sea salt on this. So I add just a little bit right now. You don't want to use too much, and this just helps with the conduction. You just sprinkle it in there. Helps the conduction of the electricity in the water. And so we did that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this guy up with water in just a second. But first let me show you the machine. This is the machine. This is the one that I use. This is an ionic balancer. And this is the metallic array that goes within the tub of water. We'll put this into the water. We'll turn on the power source, and I'll show you what's going to happen next, okay? So all I've done is I filled up the container with water. That's just regular tap water that I added to the salt. And now we're going to put in our array. Just take it and you put it in. And you'll turn on the detox machine. So now we're just going to put our feet in there. Now this water is warm. You want to use warm water when you do this. It's more effective at opening the pores of the feet, allowing for a little bit more efficient detox. And you'll sit here for about 20 to 30 minutes as this detox. Now, so pay attention to what this water looks like now. And then we're going to come back in a few minutes and we'll do one or two more shots showing you how this progresses and how it detoxes. Something else to remember when we're looking at this unit that we have over there, that ionic detox unit, you want to go with a system that's got around 1.5 to 2.0 amps. That's usually a sufficient strength in the detox to do what it's supposed to do and get that gunk out of you. Some systems out there are weaker and they're less expensive. I did a lot of research on this one. You should do your own research, like anything that we present here. Please do your own research. Don't take my word for it. And again, do not take my suggestions as medical advice to go against anything that your doctor is telling you to do. These are just personal suggestions that I have used over through my career and my experience for myself, my family, and my patients. And so I'm just sharing those thoughts and tips with you, and hopefully it will help you stay healthier too. just coming back here for a minute, showing you, I think I got a better shot of how this array is actually working. Now you can see the little bubbles forming, coming off the plates as the salt and the water interacts. And again, just another side note about this. As this color changes in the water, there's been a lot of controversy whether a detox actually does what it's supposed to do. People say, oh, the water's going to change color anyway. Well, there is some truth to that. The water is going to change color. Even if I didn't have my feet in there with that little bit of electricity going, the water is going to change color just by virtue of the chemistry of the water, what's in the water, and the salt solution. It's going to change all by itself. However, when you put living tissue in there, like my feet, the color difference is quite different than when it's just water by itself changing. And so to be fair, about half the color change that you're going to see in this tub is going to be from gunk coming out of the pores of my feet, detoxing all the decades of accumulation of junk in my body. And again, you're not going to get rid of everything in one go. There's no way you're going to get rid of 50 some years of junk inside a body in just a couple of treatments. I usually do several treatments. I'll do up to 10 or 12, maybe once a week, over the span of several weeks to get this junk out. And then I'll take a break for a few months, and then I might come back and do some more. And that's the other side of this too, is because of how effective this is at detoxing, there's two things you want to remember. One is drink a ton of water. I know I preach that a lot, but it's true. You need to drink a ton of water with this because you're pulling out so much junk or loosening so much junk in your body. You want to make sure it's got a nice mechanism to get it and flush it out of you. Because if you don't drink a lot of water, you could actually make yourself ill with feeling crappy and this stuff just sitting in you. Well, with that said, you don't want to do more than 1 or maybe 2 treatments a week, because if you do more than that, you again can make yourself a little bit toxic and you're feeling it in your gut and it'll make you feel icky. So yeah, you want to limit yourself to like 1 or 2 treatments a week and drink a ton of water. Okay, so let's actually look at the water again now and see where we're at. We're already just about 5 minutes into it, and as you can see, it's already starting to change color. It's starting to get a little bit more of a yellowish hue to it. And we'll come back here in just a few minutes and look again. Okay, we're back again, and you can see the gunk accumulating in there. We are about 15 minutes into it, and you can see just all kinds of nasty, gross stuff floating around in there. Sorry, try not to move my feet in that reflection, but you can see that icky, those little brown, black flecks floating around in there. You see that junk? And that is just, some of it's dead cellular tissue coming off my feet, but other junk is stuff coming out of me. And it is nasty looking, which is what we want. We want that stuff coming out. Just filming again here, trying to get a really good shot of this stuff bubbling up here so you can see what's going on. Yeah, you can definitely see that stuff coming off the plate, gurgling away. That's what we want to see, stuff coming out. And again, I know I'm reiterating myself, but drink a ton of water if you ever do an ionic detox like this. And again, if you ever buy a unit or look into a unit, you want to look for something that's between 1.5 and 2.0 amps. You don't need something super strong, but you don't want something super weak either. You want that range right there is really good at detoxifying your body. Okay, so we're about done with this detox. Again, there's just all kinds of cloudy, milky gunk coming off in there, as well as those black flecks. And yeah, so again, that's pretty much it. Again, ionic detox is just a good thing to do from time to time as part of your normal health routine to help keep yourself fresh and clean and free of any kind of excess garbage in your body that's burdening your ability to heal itself. So I would encourage you to look into getting a detox. Drink a ton of water. Anyway, you should be drinking a ton of water all the time, but especially if you're going to do a detox. And again, it's nothing more than simple tap water with some saline in it and this mild electric current that is breaking up the hydrogen and the oxygen molecules, so to turning them into negative ions so that you've got them rushing into your system to help cleanse it. So stay tuned for our next video. And again, if you like what you saw today, please click the like button. If you really enjoyed it, please click the share and send it across the internet to your friends. And more importantly, click the subscribe button down there so we can continue to share our homemade healthy tips, ideas, and instruction for you and your family. Okay? Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.